Hello everyone, and welcome to this morning's yoga flow and meditation. It's the first day of spring, so I was going to go outside, but it's a little bit too chilly, so I'm going to enjoy the light and the crispness of the air from inside my nice warm home. So today we are going to move a little bit. We're going to kind of enliven the body. Spring is an awakening, right? And a transition from winter to spring. There's so much power in this time right now. And there's so much transition happening in this time right now. So to really be in our bodies, to feel the muscles working, and to get strong. Because to get through anything, we need to be healthy and we need to be strong. So try out things that you didn't think you could do before. Maybe kind of play with your edge a little bit. And who knows, maybe the impossible will become possible. So the only prop I'm using today is a strap. If you don't necessarily have a yoga strap, you can use a belt. Everyone has some sort of, fabric that they can use as a strap. So just grab something similar to that and jump on your mat. We'll start in a nice seated position. Grounding the sitting bones into the earth, closing the eyes. Start to feel a lift from the crown of the head. And lengthening the spine. And then let gravity kind of take the shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out. Arriving in your sacred space. On your next inhale, let's sweep both arms up and overhead. Palms touch in the center and exhale them down to heart. Here, take a moment just setting an intention. A word, a phrase, something that comes to mind that you can repeat over and over to yourself throughout your practice and throughout your day, just to remind yourself to come back home. Breathe it in. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, bring your arms out to a T. Palms are facing forward. Inhale, press the backs of your hands to the wall behind you, opening that front chest. And as you exhale, bring the right arm under the left and give yourself a big hug, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Just breathing here. With your next big inhale, start to open the arms back wide, pressing the backs of the hands towards the wall behind you. Opening that heart. And on your exhale, bring the left arm under the right and give yourself another big hug. Maybe your fingertips can kind of touch the shoulder blades, hug them in. Allow for full deep breaths here. And the next time you inhale, open the arms wide. Pressing the backs of the hands to the wall behind you, opening the front chest. And then exhale, let the hands drop. Plant the left hand, inhale the right arm up and over, sitting bones stay anchored. Feeling that stretch in the whole side body, reaching that right arm, breathing. And when you come to your next inhale, come back through center. Exhale. Shoulder blades move down the spine. head lengthens. Inhale, right hand plants, left arm up. Reaching. Sitting bones are anchored. Breathing. Next inhale, bring yourself back up through center. Exhale. Good. This time let's bring both arms up. Inhale. And as we exhale, we'll come into a twist. Right arm to left knee. So the left hand comes behind you. Look over that left shoulder. Big breath through the belly. Let the belly expand here. Let the belly take up space. Maybe come up onto your fingertips to allow a little bit more lengthening. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bring the arms up and through center. Exhale over to the other side. Left hand to right knee. Right arm comes behind you. Look over that right shoulder. Maybe come up onto your fingertips. And breathe big belly breaths. In and out. On your next inhale, arms up and through center. And exhale, lower the palms to the earth. Grab hold of your strap. If you have an actual yoga strap or a belt, make sure that those metal ends aren't going to injure you, hit you in the face. So let's take the strap wide, okay? As wide as you think. You can always adjust, right? Inhale, bring the strap up. As you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the strap behind the head. So any amount here, and you'll know whether you need to open up the hands a little bit on the strap, or you can maybe bring them closer. Good. Inhale, then back up. Exhale, come forward so the strap lands right in front of your chin or chest, maybe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Let the strap come behind the neck. Any amount here. Inhale up. Exhale, forward, chest level. Inhale, bring the strap up. And then exhale, lean over to the right. So make sure that left sitting bone stays really anchored here. Inhale back through center. And exhale over to the other side. Now I'm giving you breathing cues here, but I want you to be in your own breath, in your own space. Inhale back through center. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the strap behind the neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward. And exhale, set the strap down in front of you. Beautiful work. So we're going to take the feet out in front of us. And we're going to bend your right knee in. Take the right knee and bring it over that lengthened leg and give it a little hug. Good. Your left arm stays hugging around the knee. As you exhale, the right arm behind you. Same thing like we did seated before. We're just adding in the lower body here. So your hands can come up on fingertips. As you lengthen the spine, exhaling, move into any space. Full belly breaths. The next time you exhale, come back through center. Just kind of counter that twist by moving to the left a little bit. Taking a breath and then coming back to center. Uncrossing the foot and sending it back out. Readjusting the body and then taking that left knee in. Crossing it over the right leg and giving yourself a hug. Keeping that right hand, right arm, nicely holding in that knee. Exhale, take the left arm back behind you. Come up onto your fingertips and give yourself a nice little twist here. Inhaling, reaching the crown. Exhaling, twisting. Nice and gentle. No need to force anything here. Breathing. As you exhale, come back through center. Uncross the leg and stretch it out. Kind of give it a shake. Rub the legs, rub the knees. And let's make our way onto tabletop position. So knees are under the hips. Hands are under the shoulders. Our toes are going to be untucked here. We're going to press into the hands and the tops of the feet and lift the knees, engaging the abs, kind of lighting our fire, getting us prepared and ready to go. So as we exhale, we press into the hands and the tops of the feet, engage the core, and lift those knees any amount. You know, the earth is right there to catch you whenever you need to come down. Keep the top of the head reaching long. Try not to let it drop down. Good, you're almost there. Good, drop the knees down and sit back in child's pose. Reach those arms long. Inhale, come back through tabletop. And we're going to bring the right foot forward into a lunge. You can use your hands to assist you by bringing them up onto the thigh. Beautiful. And we're going to take our hands into a cactus position. So elbows are bent, fingers are wide, just like cactuses. On an inhale, we're going to press the elbows back, the hands back, kind of opening the heart, kind of like a cow pose. On an exhale, start to bring the forearms together, rounding the spine, just like a cat pose. Inhale wide, open those arms. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, fold. Forearms together. Good. Inhale, open wide. And exhale the hands down to the hips. We're going to tuck the back toes under. We're going to squeeze our inner thighs, root down through our feet, and press up, coming into a high lunge. Yeah. Good. Hands are still on hips. We're just going to do a couple dips here, so bend the knees deeper. Inhale, back up. You can even almost straighten the legs. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, come back up. Last time, exhale, dip. Good. Now that we're here, start to rotate the back heel down towards the earth, opening up the hips towards warrior two. Check in with your front knee and make sure it's tracking over the second toe. As you take the arms to the sides, gazing over that second and middle finger. Breathing, letting the shoulder blades move down the back. Feeling a strength, a fierceness. If you want to go a little deeper, bend a little bit deeper. Feel the fire of the muscles lighting up inside of you. Moving through this into Skandasana, start to bend the left knee. Right toes will point up. You can bring your hands to prayer position. As you inhale, come back to warrior two. Step down on that right foot. Open the arms. Exhale, Skandasana. Bend the left knee. Lift the right toes. Inhale, back up. So keep going with your own breath rhythm. So that you can sustain. One more. Pause in warrior two. Windmill the arms down to frame that right foot. Come to the ball of your back foot and step that front foot back. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out here if you need. Inhale forward to plank pose. Nice, strong plank. Press your hands into the earth. The eyes of the elbows point towards the top of your mat. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze that belly. Press the heels back. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you need to take plank on your knees, feel free. Inhale forward, knees come down onto the ground, tabletop. Beautiful work. Let's take the left foot forward, finding our lunge. Use your hands to help you up. Find your balance. Press down into the feet. And as you inhale, lift the hands into that cactus position. So elbows are bent, fingers are wide. Inhale, reach the arms back, open the heart. Exhale, bring the forearms together, round out the back. Cat pose. Inhale, open the arms, cow pose. Exhale, close. One more time, just like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms open. And exhale, the hands down to the hips. Tuck that back toe under and prepare. We know what's coming next. Press into the feet, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the midline and lift yourself up off the ground. High lunge. Beautiful. 3 full dips here. Coming down, bending the knees a little deeper. And up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last time, lower. Good, lift. Lower down. Start to spiral that right heel down to the earth, finding that warrior two position. So if you're finding that your knee is wanting to travel past your ankle, just kind of wiggle it forward or wiggle the back foot back and open your stance a little bit. Pressing through the outer edges of the right foot, left knee tracks over the second middle toe, arms come up. Notice if the energy out of the right hand is the same coming out of the left hand, or is your back hand dropping down a little bit? Are you uneven in any way? The shoulders mount down the back. Good. Coming into Skandasana, bending the right knee, lifting the left toes. Good. Inhale back, warrior two. Step on that left foot. Keep going. Kind of feel this dance of movement and breath in the body. Feel that awakening happening. The blood is flowing and pumping. Hold in warrior two. Good, windmill down. Downward facing dog. Breathe here a moment. With your next exhale, start to walk the feet towards the hand, forward fold. Shake the head yes, shake the head no, release. Inhale, hands to shin, nice flat back. Exhale the hands to the tops of the thighs. And inhale, press into the thighs as you hinge up. Coming into a nice strong mountain pose. Closing the eyes. Just scanning the body. On your next inhale, take the left foot far back to a high lunge. Take those arms up to the sky. Exhale out, warrior two. Spiral that back foot down to the floor and open the arms. On your next inhale, drop the back arm to the back of the thighs. Turn the right palm to face the ceiling. And as you take that breath in, straighten the front leg and paint the ceiling with your fingertips. Reaching that right hand up. Breathe here a few breaths. With your next inhale, reach that right hand even further so that it lifts your right toes up off the ground. Toes point and turn towards the long edge of your mat. And exhale that right hand down to the left ankle. Coming into a straddle twist here. So you can just be here in the twist, or if it feels nice, you can bring the left arm up. You can even lower it to behind your sacrum, kind of tucking into the right hip, spiraling the heart towards the ceiling. Start to unwind that twist, dropping the hands through center. Inhale, coming up onto your fingertips in a nice flat back. And then walking your hands to frame your right foot, coming into a lunge. You can stay here, or we're coming into a side plank here. So the right hand is going to come down onto the ground really strong as you take the right foot back behind you. Drop the heels to the right and lift the left arm. So your right knee can be down here if you need a modification of a side plank. Otherwise, come on up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, left arm down, plank. Good. Come down onto the forearms. Hold here. Nice strong forearm plank. And then start to walk the feet in a little bit as you lift the hips, coming into dolphin pose. So dolphin pose is just like downward facing dog, only around your forearms instead. So pressing the floor away from you. Breathing. Bending the knees if you need. Good. From here, walk those feet back. Find your nice strong forearm plank once again. And then just drop the hips towards the earth. Let the toes come down. And if you need to, just bring the elbow slightly out. If you need to come forward a little bit more for your low back, feel free. You can also bring your hands to your elbows, which kind of lessens the curve here. Breathing here. Start to let the elbows come wide and let your head drop down to your fingertips. We're going to do 3 locust holds here. So your hands can be under your shoulders if you need a little bit of support. Otherwise, you can bring your hands back behind you or even in front if you want a little bit more resistance. So we're going to inhale here and prepare. Exhale, squeeze in the belly, engage the core. Inhale, lift the head, the shoulders, the feet off the floor. Reach the hands back. Head is reaching away from toes. Looking for length, not height. Breathe. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, cinch in the belly. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Breathe. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, cinch in the belly. Inhale, lift. Good. Reach, 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 reach. Breathing. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. You can take your hands up back to the front of your mat. Take your head onto your fingertips. And we're going to take our right knee out to the side. So we're bending the knee out to the side here. Coming into a half frog pose. So we're just going to kind of lay here in our breath for about 6 breaths or so. You can look towards the left. You want kind of a different sensation. Otherwise, you can look down and just breathe into the belly. Feel it moving into the earth. Last breath here. Start to bring the knee back to meet the other. Bring your hands under the shoulders and kind of tuck the toes under and peel yourself off the floor. Coming up nice and slow, moving the hips backwards into kind of a child's pose, but your toes are tucked. Noticing and feeling any difference between sides. With your next inhale, you're going to spring forward into a plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between the thumbs. And exhale, start to walk your feet forward. Whew, forward fold, let it fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands to the tops of the thighs. Inhale, press on up, hands follow. Exhale, hands to heart. Right leg comes back, high lunge. Exhale out, warrior two. So your back leg, your right heel swivels down to the floor. Arms come out to the sides, check in with that front knee. Is it tracking over the second and middle toe? Pressing through the outer edge of the right foot. Good. Take your right hand and place it down onto the thigh. As you inhale, flip that left palm. So straighten that leg as you paint the ceiling. Reaching, reaching, reaching with that left arm. Breathing here. And on your next inhale, reach that left hand just a little bit further so that you pick up your left toes and they turn towards the long edge of your mat. Exhale, left hand to right ankle. Now if you'd like, you can take that right arm up into the air. You can place that right arm behind your low back, kind of moving around your left hip crease if you can. Spiraling the heart open. Good. Release that down and just simply fold deeply into your straddle. Don't do as I'm doing. Fold deep into your straddle. Release the weight of your head down. Breathing. Good. Inhale to a nice flat back. And then start to walk towards the front of your mat, framing your left foot in a lunge. From here, plant the hands and step that foot back into a plank pose. Hold. Holding plank pose. And then we're going to come into side plank here. So dropping the heels towards the left. Weight goes into the left hand as you reach the right arm long into the sky. You can drop that left knee if needed. Otherwise, squeeze the midline. Good. Right arm comes down to the earth, back to plank pose. Come down onto the forearms. Good. Press into the earth here. Hug the midline. Hug, hug, hug. Squeeze those inner thighs. And then on the next exhale, start to just kind of walk the feet forward, lifting the hips into the air. Dropping the head between the arms. Dolphin pose. Belly is backing in. If you need to bend the knees to get some length in the spine, do so. Good. Start to walk the feet back to come into your forearm plank once again. And then let the hips drop towards the earth. Untuck the toes. Maybe walk the elbows a little bit forward. Coming into Sphinx. Breathing here. Start to let the elbows spread open, coming down onto your fingertips. Good. As we take our next inhale, we're coming right into locust. You know the drill. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Arms can come back behind you. They can be out in front of you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower.
Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Hands can come back up so your head rests on the fingertips, taking the left knee, bending it out to the side into our half frog. You can look to your right or down. And just breathe deeply into that hip, letting it release, 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 release. Big breath in, feeling your belly pressing against the earth. It's really helpful if you're feeling anxious, lying on your belly and just breathing. Let's start to bring the leg back to center. Hands come under the shoulders, and we kind of peel ourselves off the mat, bending the knees, tucking those toes under, and coming back into that sort of child's pose. On your next inhale, spring forward, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high in the balls of the feet. And exhale, start to make your way towards the top of your mat. This time, grab your strap with you. Just kind of put it around your neck. As you inhale, bring your hands to your shins, nice flat back. Exhale, hands come to the tops of the thighs. Inhale, press into the thighs and rise up. Beautiful, find your footing. Reconnect. Breathe. Can you feel your heart beating? Can you feel the awakening in your being? Just as spring is blossoming, so are we. Take the left foot back into your high lunge. Last sequence, last challenge here. Exhale, warrior two. Ground that back foot, open up the hips. You know what's coming. Inhale, drop the back hand, flip the front palm, and straighten that front leg as you reach it back. Good. Exhale, we're coming into extended side angle. So bend that front knee and take the right forearm to the right thigh. You might need to kind of scooch your back foot back a little bit to make it feel good. Don't sink into the arm. Really press into the forearm, into the thigh, and rise up out. This is where our strap comes in handy. We're going to take our strap and we're going to hold it in our left hand and kind of bring it behind the back, seeing if we can tuck it into that right hip crease. We're going to kind of use it as a guide here. So as far as you can get your strap behind your back. And then you're going to take your right hand, sink a little bit lower, and grab onto that strap. So we're creating a bind, whether you're using a strap or not using a strap. Pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Beautiful. From here, you can stay right here and you can practice this. Or you can come into Birds of Paradise, which is one of my favorite poses. So keep your bind and half that back foot in, so you're kind of standing in this awkward crouched position. And then pressing into the left foot, finding a dristi, which is a focal point that's not moving. And you can begin to lift the right foot off the ground. From here, you can start to extend the leg any amount, keeping that chest nice and open. Good. Exhale, start to bring it back down. Step that left foot back. Good. And Let go of your strap. Place the hands onto the earth in front of you. Come up onto the ball of your back foot, your left foot, and straighten that front leg. Pyramid pose. Yeah. Bring that right hip back. You can pour over that front thigh any amount. Maybe a flat back is where you need to be. From here, we're moving into warrior 3. So I'm gonna have to just scooch back on my mat a little bit because there's a wall in front of me. But so we're gonna start to bend that right leg. Walk our hands a bit forward as we lift up that left foot. So we can keep our hands kind of onto the ground, or if we're feeling really strong, we can bring the hands up, back by our sides, out in front of us. Good, reaching, reaching. Try not to lift the left hip. Try to keep it nice and square to the earth. And now for our great challenge. Start to come up right, really pressing into that right leg and lifting the knee. Maybe the arms come with it. Exhale, warrior 3. Feel the shake. Shaking is transformational prana. Good stuff. Press into that foot, lift. It's okay if you fall down, you can get back up. Exhale, warrior 3. Last time. Feel it in your body. Inhale, press into the right foot. Come on up. And then take that lifted knee, that left knee, and cross it over the right. Kind of sitting down into eagle. Left arm under right. You can have the backs of your palms touching, or you can interlace the arms. Sitting back as much as you can. Inhale, uncross the arms, make big. Lift that left knee, the big eagle, and exhale, down mountain pose. Yeah. Just breathe. Find your mountain pose and just breathe. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your strap. Place it around your neck. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, hands to the tops of the thighs. Inhale, press on up. Arms come with it. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, take the right leg back far behind you. Exhale, warrior 2. Spiral that right heel down to the earth. Open the arms. Inhale, flip the front palm. Let the back hand come to the leg. And straighten that front leg as you paint your ceiling. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm comes to left thigh. Bending that left knee. Maybe you need to scooch that right foot back a little bit. Pressing through the outer edge of that right foot. Extended side angle. Take your strap in your right hand and lift it up to the sky. Exhale it down behind you, any amount here. You could be way up here, wherever you are. Good. Now coming into our bind, dropping a little bit deeper, reaching our left arm underneath, grabbing hold of our strap, wherever we're at. Looking up, spiraling the chest open. Maybe you stay right here and work here. Maybe you come into birds of paradise. If so, hop that right foot in. So you're in this kind of weird crouch. Press into the right leg, find your drishti, and slowly bring the left foot off the ground. Maybe you extend the leg out. Good. Start to lower the foot. Bring it down. Stay in your bind. Nice and easy. Everything is controlled here. Bring the right foot back. Coming into your binded extended side angle. And then release the bottom hand to the earth. Remove the strap. Come to the ball of the back foot and straighten that front leg. Coming into pyramid pose. Bringing that left hip to the room behind you. Folding over the front leg any amount. Breathing. Preparing, you know what's coming. Some hard work. So I'm just going to scooch back on my mat a little bit. And on an inhale, start to bend that front leg, that left knee, and walk yourself forward, finding that warrior three. So your sides might feel very different here. Just noticing. Keeping the hips really square to the earth. If you're feeling strong and you want to lift up off and bring your hands behind you or in front of you, feel free. Step into that left foot as you come upright, bending the right knee. Exhale back, warrior three. Inhale up, finding that strength. Exhale, warrior three. One more, that's it. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior three. Good. From here, last one, press into the foot. Come on up. You're probably getting a little tired now. Cross the right leg over the left. Coming into your eagle pose. Right arm sweeps under left. Interlace the hands or palm or backs of hands are facing each other. Inhale, bring the arms wide, knee comes up like a perching eagle. Hopefully we don't fall out of our trees. And exhale down, mountain pose. Give your ankles some support, circling them. Feeling yourself in your body. Feeling your heart alive, feeling your blood moving, maybe the heat of your body. So something that's fun to do if you have a lot of built up energy of any kind is to kind of breathe it out. So we're going to do that. So take a little bit wider of a stance. And if you're practicing in your home and your kids are watching you, they'll probably think you're a little crazy right now. But that's okay, they can think that. So we're going to inhale the arms up and then ha, really loud, let it out with all of your might. So inhale. Ha! 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 Last one. Ha! Breathe it up. Exhale to heart. Just feel. So, here, feeling the beating of your body, the wild beating of your heart. You know, someone a long time ago made the decision that your life, your existence, your purpose was important enough, was noble enough to give you this gift. to give you a finite amount of heartbeats. So what are you going to do with that? Can you feel how special that is? That you're needed here. You have a mission. And you must uncover what that is. You must open yourself up, open your heart up to the world. And let your energy shine. Because everything is energy. Everything moves and shifts and changes, just like the season. And with our world kind of also in this big transition, we're all in this together. We need your gift. We need your light, your beating heart. Inhale the arms up. Scoop it all up. Exhale it down into heart center. Inhale, scoop it up, arms wide, sweeping. Exhale, bring it down to center. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Take the feet, heel toe them a little bit wider. Toes come out, heels in, and sit down into a yogi squat. You can come to the Namaste Mudra, the prayer hands, pressing the elbows into the knees, opening the heart. And then slowly taking the hands behind you, letting your bum come down to the earth, and starting to move your way down onto your back. So shoulder blades scoop under the body, palms face the ceiling. And for your Shavasana, I'd love for you can take a Baddha Konasana, which is the feet together and the knees wide. You can choose to put the knees together and the feet a little bit wide. If you want a little bit more turning in, a little bit more internal rotation. Or feel free to just extend the legs out straight, reaching the tailbone towards the heels, and setting yourself up for a nice rest. So if it feels better, if it feels important to have your hands somewhere on your body, whether they're anchoring your hip bones, maybe one's on your low belly, one's on your heart, whatever brings you the most comfort, do that. And just breathe into the earth. Feel your body breathing into the earth, exchanging important energy. And stay here as long as you need.